Have you ever wondered why love between a man and a woman often fades with time? Why relationships that start with passion sometimes end in silence, distance, or even bitterness? And why, every once in a while, you come across a man and woman who seem to have built something deeper, stronger, more lasting, almost unshakable? What's their secret? Is it money? Is it attraction? Is it luck? Or could it be something far older? Something rooted in wisdom that has stood the test of centuries? Today, we're going to explore exactly that through the eyes of Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor of Rome, who lived nearly 2,000 years ago and whose words still carry timeless guidance on how men and women can love, respect, and build relationships that endure. But before we dive in, if you're serious about learning how to bring Stoic wisdom into your own love life, how to build not just fleeting attraction, but deep respect and lasting connection. And then make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and watch this video until the very end. Because what we're about to discuss might just change the way you see love forever. Now, let's begin by stepping back in time. Rome, the 2nd century, an empire stretching across continents, wealth flowing in, armies stationed on borders, enemies threatening from every side, politics boiling in the Senate, and at the heart of it all, Marcus Aurelius, an emperor, yes, a general, yes, but also a husband, a father, a man who experienced the same struggles of love, loss, and longing that you and I face today. We often imagine emperors as distant, cold figures of history. But Marcus Aurelius was not just a ruler. He was a man who buried children, who argued with his wife, who felt the sting of betrayal, who longed for peace, and who constantly reminded himself that love, respect, and integrity were the only things that truly lasted. He wrote for himself, not for us. His meditations were a private journal, yet within those pages are insights into the nature of human connection that remain just as true in our modern relationships as they were in ancient Rome. And here's the truth: women don't respect men just for their wealth or appearance. Men don't truly admire women simply for beauty. Real love and respect go far deeper. They are built on character, on virtue, on the kind of self-mastery Marcus Aurelius lived and breathed. Yet before we explore his guidance on love, we must first understand this. Stoicism was never about suppressing love, it was about purifying it, about removing what is shallow, what is selfish, what is weak, and leaving behind what is eternal. And that is where lasting relationships are born. Part 2, Stoic Lessons on Love, Respect, and Men and Women. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Love for Marcus was not a luxury. It was part of life's duty. But not the fleeting kind of love rooted only in desire. He sought something greater, a love anchored in respect, in virtue, in self-control. So, what does his philosophy teach us about men, women, and lasting relationships? Let's unfold this through the Stoic lens. 1. Emotional mastery creates respect. Think about modern relationships. So often, arguments spin out of control. A man raises his voice. A woman feels unsafe, unseen, unheard. Or the opposite. A man collapses under stress, turns bitter, or drowns himself in distractions. But Marcus Aurelius faced wars, betrayal, loss of children, yet constantly reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. A man who cannot govern himself cannot govern a relationship. A woman who cannot master her emotions cannot offer peace. Respect between men and women begins here, with emotional mastery. When you can face conflict without rage, when you can sit with your partner's pain without collapsing into despair, when you can stay calm in storms, love grows into something deeper. 2. Love without virtue is empty. Marcus wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." In relationships, relationships. This means fidelity, honesty, integrity. A man may charm with words. A woman may dazzle with beauty. But if either lies, betrays, or acts without virtue, respect dies. True love is not built on impulse. It is built on principle. And this is where Marcus Aurelius' guidance is timeless. Respect is the root of lasting desire. 3. The balance of power and humility. Marcus was the most powerful man in the world. Yet, in his private writings, he constantly reminded himself, fame is vanity. Riches are dust. Even emperors are forgotten. Now think about love. Too often, men think dominance earns respect. Too often, women think beauty alone secures love. Both are wrong. What truly binds men and women is the paradox Marcus lived. Strength with humility. Confidence without arrogance. Power without cruelty. A man who is strong yet humble creates safety for his woman. A woman who is graceful yet steady creates peace for her man. Together, they form a bond where ego dissolves and respect thrives. 4. Shared duty, not selfish desire. Marcus believed love was not about constant pleasure. It was about duty, a responsibility, a sacred bond. He once wrote, "When you have trouble getting out of bed in the morning, remember, you were born to do the work of a human being. And what is the work of a man or woman in love? To care, to provide, to uplift, to endure hardship together. A Stoic love is not about what I get, it's about what we build. And that sense of duty creates trust, the foundation of lasting respect." 5. Acceptance of imperfection. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself, when you wake up, tell yourself, today I will meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Now apply this to love. Every man, every woman carries flaws. We all carry shadows. The Stoic does not demand perfection. He accepts imperfection with grace. When a man can see a woman's flaws yet still respect her essence, when a woman can see a man's weaknesses yet still admire his strength, then love becomes enduring. Part 3. Applying it today. So, how do we apply Marcus Aurelius' wisdom to love between men and women today? It begins with self-mastery. Before you demand respect, become respectable. Before you ask for loyalty, embody integrity. Before you seek lasting love, become someone capable of lasting commitment. When a man lives like Marcus Aurelius, calm in storms, faithful to principle, humble in strength, women do not just love him, they respect him. And when a woman embraces Stoic grace, balancing emotion with wisdom, affection with dignity, men not only admire her, they honor her. Lasting relationships are not accidents. They are built, brick by brick, virtue by virtue, choice by choice. Marcus Aurelius never wrote a manual on romance, but his life was one. His marriage to Faustina was not without struggle. Yet through duty, through acceptance, through patience, he revealed the Stoic path to enduring love. And here's the truth. Love without respect crumbles. Respect without love grows cold. But love and respect together form the foundation of a relationship that can withstand time, hardship, and change. So the next time you think about love, don't just ask, how can I find passion? Ask, how can I earn respect? How can I embody virtue? How can I live in such a way that love becomes not fleeting, but eternal? That is the Stoic way. That is Marcus Aurelius' guide to love, respect, and lasting relationships. And if you choose to live it, not only will you transform your relationships, you will transform yourself. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.